Hello and welcome back to Question of the Day with Dorisa Claybrook, also known as Professor Claybrook. So today we are going to look at a different question. This one here, I have found that so many of my students have problems with this question. So I wanted to go over it. This is a 46-year-old female. She's coming in to have multiple lesions destroyed. So now keep in mind we have a set of rules under the header of destruction on page 121 in our CPT coding book. That is the 2022 book. So we first need to determine if they're benign or if they're pre-malignant. What kind of a lesion are we destroying? And then we also need to look at where are these lesions at. So we have some choices here of 17,000, 17,003, and then 1710. Now, as you can see, there are some modifiers, so that's a good indicator of what might be going on. And then we have the times 5. So we need to pay close attention to how many lesions are being destroyed. Sometimes you need to pay attention to what part of the body. It will have that for you as well. So let's look at 17,000. 17,000 is destruction. It is pre-malignant lesions, and that is just your first lesion. So sometimes we do code like that, and then you could go down to 17,003, second through 14 lesions each. Well, when I read my story, it says there are 16 actinic keratosis. So with that being said, I don't think I would want to go that route. So let's look at 17,004. Destructions, laser surgery again, pre-malignant lesions, but these are 15 or more, which that's exactly what we have, 15 or more. So I'm liking something with that 17,004 on it. Now, we do have other things going on. We had those destroyed, and then we had 5 benign. So I'm seeing 2 things here. So that to me indicates possibly 2 codes, the 5 benign lesions and then the actinic keratosis. So if I look on down to find out what the 17,110 is, that actually is destruction of benign lesions, and that can go up to 14. So I'm liking that because I have 5 benign lesions on the face, or this person did. So now I am pretty sure in my own mindset that I would want a 17,004 and a 17,110. So now that puts me down to looking at B or D. Well, now I'm going to look at that modifier. What does that modifier 51 mean? And when I look at the front flap of my book, 51 is multiple procedures. Well, typically this would be multiple procedures because we're having something done on the face and then we're also having something done on the arm. So I like that 51. Now, since my book under 17,110 went up to 14 lesions, I don't need anything to indicate 5. So, because this goes clear up to 14 lesions. And then on the 17,004, it says 15 or more. So I don't need to times it times 16. So I believe the answer would be B. Okay, so in your CPT book on page 121, this might be a good time if you haven't highlighted things in your book and you haven't determined where different categories start and where some of them end. This is a good time to start looking for that. So I have drawn a line right in between 17,004 because that really starts kind of a new section. So you see how your main header, main description, and then things can be indented in a little bit. So when that book changes like that, then you know that you might be going into a new header. So 17,004 is indented out a little bit. So, and then you have 17106 is indented out, and then you have some other things indented in. So you need to kind of pay attention to that. So I think that answers your question for you. Again, you can always check the Coder's Desk reference. This book is great. It is a game changer. And again, if you have any questions for me, please send your questions to Doresa@DoresaClaybrook.com. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye. Have a great day.